Hello viewers, thank you for joining us today in the segment Know Your Candidate. And in today's segment of Know Your Candidate, we are honored to host one of the candidates running for Member of Parliament, Kasese Municipality. A woman of character, a woman with a prolific background in public service, and an academician. We will give her an honors to introduce herself to the public. Welcome on the show today.
Thank you.
Yeah, please tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you're running for, and why. Maybe a bit of your personal life and professional life, so that the people can get an understanding of who you are.
Thank you so much. I'm Mrs. Benuza and I'm running for the position of Member of Parliament, Kasese Municipality, 2021-2026. And about my family life, I'm married to Mr. Masreke Sania, who is residing in Kilembe Quarters, Central Division, Kasese Municipality. And with my professional life, I've been working in the community from 1999 to 2011. I first started with the Businga and Company in Kampala as a clearing agent. From there I came to Nsubuga, Neyland Wood as records clerk. Then I had to work with Caritas Kasese, Diocese of Kasese, first in a Tanduka program where I was helping those clients who had got money from government to recover it and pay it back. When it was completed, I was given a position of loans officer from MIC, that is promoting micro enterprise in the Diocese of Kasese.
Wow.
I was giving loans, I was collecting them, and when that project ended, I had to get a promotion to supervisor SILIC project, that is savings and internal lending communities in the Busongora North. We are training groups, how they are formed, how they can save, how they can loan themselves, and how they can develop in their communities. It was successful, and from there I had to get a chance of winning all the teams and got a scholarship for bachelor's in procurement from Accra University. Then with my credentials, I have a postgraduate in procurement and logistics from Tim University. I have bachelor's in procurement and supply chain management from Accra University. I have a diploma in customs handling and forwarding from the Institute of Shipping and Management, Nairobi. Then I have certificates in administration, in computer science, psychosocial helping, and I attained all these after passing my P7, Senior 4, and 6 levels of education.
Wow.
That is how far I can explain on my credentials. Thank you so much.
Wow, I see that you are a very prolific woman who has been involved in the community and in academia, and that is really impressive. It speaks a lot about how uniquely your candidature is to be running in, I understand, a 7-member male-dominated race for Kasese Municipality. I think you're pioneering it. You're the first woman to run for the candidature. I mean, for this position of Kasese Municipality Member of Parliament. And what motivated you as a woman to leave what other people usually consider women's roles and to run into this male-dominated role?
What motivated me to stand with men is really not much, but when I grew up from the society, the influence I had from the society and my culture, I grew up with men. And when I was studying in Renzoro High School, we had a competition of boys and girls, and I was almost being the first in whatever debate we could go to.
Wow.
And for example, it was me, Benuza Masreka, Honorable Zou, and the RDC Aminadab.
Wow.
We could compete. And good of me, I was a very good mathematician. So I grew knowing that with boys, I could take them on. And with that vigor, with that strength, I normally see myself as someone who can work for the people regardless of being a woman.
Wow.
So what motivated me again is Honorable Lois Wambale. Wow. I grew with her from 96. I kept with her. I could see whatever she was doing, most of the men by that time would not do. but herself should manage. I would
Yes.
also pick interest that if I grow and become an important person, I would be able to perform, I would be able to work and compete with men, so that I can also lead by example as a woman. Thank you.
What I gather from what you say is that it is really important to have influential women in our society, setting good examples for young girls growing up, because from your life experience we see that it makes a difference, as you cite Honorable Lois Wambale as one of the key figures that inspired you to raise up and know that what a man can do, a woman can also do. Now, going on to the other thing is now the question that begets them all, why you are running for this position, or what you intend to do if elected to Member of Parliament, Kasese Municipality. I'm sure the public is yearning to hear that.
Thank you so much. The reason why I'm running, I have my manifesto with me, and I have 15 points on it, but I may not talk about the whole of it since time is not our friend.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm running for this position is that I saw there are very many things in the Kasese Municipality that have not been touched, that have not been looked at as things that can help our community to develop and we live in harmony. One of the things is about tourism. The advantages of tourism that Kasese district has over other areas in the country. I would like to strengthen the tourism system in the district by putting in place policies which will be implemented by the team players. I would encourage all poachers to denounce poaching as I lobby government to give alternative projects like goat rearing, poultry, piggery, fish farming. The reason why I'm doing this is that these poachers distract our environment. So in case I go to Parliament and I lobby for them to stop lumbering in the mountains, to stop killing our animals, then the tourism industry will be developed. Even those who will come to pay a visit, they will see a variety of species. They will see the flora and fauna we have in the Kasese district. And the Kasese Municipality being at the center, then it would be me as Member of Parliament to lobby government to give us resources that can enable us run this tourism industry.
Yes.
The other thing to why I'm running is about the job and development opportunities that would come with the air development and revamping of the industries. I have to lobby government to fulfill its pledge of constructing the airfield and railway transport.
Yeah, I've seen some work, a little bit of work done at that airfield, though it never goes any better than that. It's good to hear that you intend to lobby for that as well.
Yeah, I know His Excellency have been giving us pledges, but we have failed to get someone from Kasese Municipality who can follow up that pledge.
Yes.
I feel it is me. Between 2021 and 2026, if I'm sent there as a Member of Parliament, Kasese Municipality, I will be able to follow that pledge.
Wow.
And I know I will manage it because I'm a friend to him. 2007, I visited him in Rakitura. He gave me goats, 20 goats and 1 million for the construction.
Wow.
I even wrote in his diary. He knows me, and I know the lobbying capacity I have. I can't fail to reach him. Tell him, please, you have given us the pledge of the airport, you have not done it, you have given us the railway, you have not done it. Come and fulfill your pledge so that people can take you serious. The other thing is that I would like to promote peace and justice in the whole district. Kasese Municipality, first priority. Coexistence needs awareness and sensitization of the stakeholders. This I have to implement as soon as possible. In the Kasese Municipality, we have very many tribes, and we have to coexist. And we have to make sure that wherever one he or she is living there in unity and in harmony. And on this coexistence, I would like to lobby government to degazette all areas where people in Kasese are sitting that do not have minerals underneath. For example, Blembia, talk of Temangalo, let's talk of Dodo. I remember there is a survey that was made.
Yes.
If they found that the minerals are not underneath, then the government should degazette those lands such that people can be able to own the lands and be able to get collaterals if they are to get loans and be able to educate their children.
That is a very commendable action point for your campaign.
Please, that one I'll do as soon as possible. The other thing to why I'm standing is about the girl child education. Myself, I suffered when I was studying. From primary 3, the clan start and said to educate only boys in our clan.
Wow.
And myself, I was left out. I started digging people's farms looking for school fees. I managed to finish my primary 7. I went to secondary education. I would foot from Ruaking up to Rwenzori High School for 4 years.
So you grew up at that side of Bugoye, Uganda?
Yes, Ruaking LC1B, Bugoye Sub-County.
Oh.
That's my home area.
Okay.
I would foot from Ruaking LC1B to Rwenzori High School for 4 years. I managed to pass in second division. Then when joining A-level, I went to the headmaster and told him that if you can give me the school farm for me to be digging and be able to pay my school fees, my hostel fee, and some other equipments, I would be able to complete my education. The headmaster accepted.
Wow, that was a very creative solution to the challenge.
That school farm for 2 years. That is senior 5 and senior 6.
Hello viewers, that speaks a lot about the resilience of the individual in a candidate Jane.
God was enough to me. God was there for me. I managed to complete my senior 6 and went for a diploma in Institute of Shipping, Nairobi. So with the girl child education, I feel I'm touched, and I'm a woman activist. I feel like all girls should have something to keep them busy.
Yes.
In case I'm sent to parliament, I will be able to mobilize funds. I will fundraise to make sure I construct 2 institutions in Kasese Municipality, whereby these girls, not leaving even boys, there are those boys who have failed to make it.
Yes.
They will also go and get skills in handmade crafts. For example, the boys can go for carpentry, the girls can go for basket weaving, sweater knitting, whatever is done in crafts. And at the moment, I also have a craft shop, and I'm already training girls who have failed to make it in education.
And you know, the government is prioritizing skilling the young people as a way of empowering them, and that is a very good action point.
Thank you. There are another things that transparency and accountability at Kasese Municipality. The system has to be strengthened. In case I'm sent to Kampala as Member of Parliament, I would like to strengthen the system by making sure that there is a big relationship between myself, Member of Parliament, and Mayor Kasese Municipality. Because once we are in connection, once we are united, many things will be done here. For example, we shall be able to table a debate about the Kasese Mineral City.
Yes.
Unless we get a relationship, the Member of Parliament and the Mayor, the motion cannot be tabled in the council. So
tell us about this Kasese Mineral City bill.
So with Kasese Mineral City, other districts have been given cities.
Yes.
And with Kasese, we are supposed to be given the tourism city, which was given to Fort Potro.
Yes.
But because of lack of relationship between these 2 offices, the Member of Parliament and the Mayor, we failed to harmonize so that we can table the debate and we go and claim it. But we still have chances. Kasese is well known for very many minerals. We have electricity, we have other minerals underneath, very many of them in Kasese. I feel if I'm sent to Parliament, I will be able to lobby and make sure that I'm always next the Mayor who would be in office by that time, 2026. We make sure also climb for this mineral city. And I know with the Kasese, the powers we have and all the minerals in Uganda that are based in Kasese, we shall be able to achieve this mineral city. Yes. The other thing to why I'm going to
really impressive.
Why I'm going to Parliament is that on the land settlement, I have to lobby government to give land people staying on government-owned land and those who are on school premises. We had got a problem prior, and it is still continuing. This is about the floods. The floods have displaced people, and these people don't have where to settle.
In fact, it is so bad that sometimes people only know Kasese for floods. Yet we have a lot of good things in Kasese.
So I feel if I go to Parliament, I will have to lobby government. Government has a lot of land where it can settle these people.
Yes.
And I feel that whoever will be in the office of His Excellency, first priority is to make sure that the people are settled so that development can take place. The other thing to why I'm going to Parliament is the Mbuku irrigation scheme. There are many people who are supposed to benefit from the scheme, but they do not get a chance because some people have personalized it. I have to lobby for the marginalized people who have not accessed the services. They are there as squatters, but there are few individuals who are benefiting. So as a Member of Parliament, I have to bring transparency in this scheme say that those who are supposed to benefit can benefit.
Wow.
Then lastly, I would like to talk about, okay, not the least, the distilling program. We have a problem with Nyamwamba division, whereby the river is continuing to displace people. In case I go to Parliament, I would like to lobby government to give us permanent machines which will distill the river through there. This business of borrowing machines from Barara, from Kampala, will not assist the Kasese district.
Yes.
And with the environment, we no longer know when it will rain heavily and when it will not. So I feel that as Kasese people, we need to get our own machines, and this will be assisted by the government of Uganda. Ourselves cannot manage. So in case I go to Parliament, it will be among the first things to be lobbied for,
Yes.
so that people can settle in harmony.
Yes.
Then about the civil servants, that is the medical staff, teachers, local government workers, to be motivated by raising their salaries. I will lobby for the increase of salaries for all, not only scientists. I will also lobby for promotions from central government, those who qualify to be promoted as commissioners. About the schools,
Yes.
from government to our municipality, all divisions have CD schools.
Yes.
Except Nyamwamba division. I feel if I'm sent to Parliament, as a member of Parliament there, I will have to lobby for Nyamwamba division to be given a CD school. Because when you talk of Central division, we have Kasese Secondary School. Go to Bulembia, we have Kilembe Secondary School. There is Mount Renzori Girls. But when you come to Nyamwamba division, we don't have a school of the kind.
Yes.
So in case I go to Parliament, I have to lobby for Nyamwamba division, so that also our pupils, our students can get a school which is funded fully by government.
So we've had a very passionate manifesto from our candidate Jane, who is running for Member of Parliament, Kasese Municipality. We see that she's motivated by her growing up and the circumstances of her growing up to raise up to the challenge to compete amidst a bunch of men who can be intimidating, but she's able to stand out. She's able to speak out, and you can see from her manifesto that she has a lot of interesting and amazing ideas she seeks to implement for the people of Kasese Municipality if elected to represent them in the next parliament in 2021. And I understand that a lot of people have the values and principles upon which they base to live their lives. I would like to give the candidate today a chance to tell us what are her personal motivations, what are her principles, those few key things that make her stand out and do what she does.
Thank you. One of the values that I'm a good timekeeper. With time, when you set your time that at such time, let us meet, I will always be there. So that is one of the values. Secondly, transparency. I don't want things to be done in darkness. I always want clear things that if one has come and you are not there, it should be self-explanatory. The other thing is that I'm always committed. So one of the values is commitment. When I say I want to do this, I have to do it seriously, with a lot of concern. The another value is reliability. I'm always reliable. If like we fix that we want to do this thing, I will not dodge.
Yes.
I will always be there to complete the mission. So those are the 4 values I have.
Otherwise, you said you grew up in that area of Rwakingi. How was life like growing up in Rwakingi? Did you have siblings?
Okay, my life was good in a way that it was a monogamous family. We are born 13, and the 13th were twins, and me, I'm number 6 in that family. And from primary 4, I joined the church issues. I first joined the St. Jude Thaddeus movement in the Catholic Church.
Yes.
And from there, I joined childhood. After being in childhood, and when I joined the secondary, I had to make up my mind that I was going to become a sister. So myself, during the whole days, I could not be at home. I would always be in Uganda,
yes,
Catholic Church, with the sisters.
Wow.
And my congregation was the Mission of Our Lady of Africa.
Wow. It's really interesting to hear about the stories of the people, how they grew up. They show you who they are and the experiences that have shaped the kinds of people they have become. It is these twists and turns in our life stories that take us on a journey of life we never even anticipated. So it is interesting to watch out for candidate Jane Benuza in the race for Kasese Municipality Member of Parliament and see how her candidature plays out and how hopefully her leadership plays out if she is elected next year in February to lead the municipality as Member of Parliament. It is really great to have you on this show of Know Your Candidate. Any last words to the viewers before we wrap it up?
Thank you. To my viewers, I'm very grateful that I've been interviewed, and I thank you, and I request that you pray for me, give me your support. I will not disappoint you if you send me to Parliament 2021-2026. Thank you so much.